Duluth City councilors meet tonight considering a couple resolutions focused on immigration enforcement. As we previously reported, Councilor Jordan Johnson will be proposing a resolution clarifying the relationship between the city of Duluth and the enforcement of federal immigration laws. Councilor Wendy Derwachter and David Klahn are proposing another resolution calling in part on Minnesota Governor Tim Walz to issue an emergency executive order across the state to temporarily ban evictions to protect those not going to work due to fear of ICE detainment. We'll have a reporter at the meeting and break down how these discussions play out tonight at 10.